Last night, as you know, Melania Trump, when she gave her speech, she used several sentences from Michelle Obama's speech in 2008. Now, many of you might think, hey, that seems odd, or that's like plagiarism. But Chris Christie, America's greatest optimist, tells you why you shouldn't look at a glass being half full. Or maybe you should look at a glass as being half full. I'm not sure exactly what his point is, but here's his very strong prosecutorial defense of Melania Trump.
As we mentioned, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie set to take the stage here at the Q tonight. He was the first of Donald Trump's former Republican rivals to endorse him, was in contention to be his running mate as well. Governor, good to see you as always. Nice to have you here.
Happy to be here.
You heard the speech from Melania Trump last night. You've now heard portions and remember portions of Michelle Obama's speech from 2008. You're a former prosecutor. Could you make a case for plagiarism?
No, not when 93% of the speech is completely different than Michelle Obama's speech. And they express some common thoughts. And so, now listen.
Almost word for word.
But the worst, listen, Matt, the worst day of a convention is the first day because everyone's building up to it and everybody gets breathless, both the delegates and the media.
Well,
93%?
93%. I mean, he had 93% not lifted from somebody else's speech. And the other part that I thought was interesting is that Christie was so thrown off, he didn't realize Melania Trump spoke at the second night, didn't she? Or she was the first night? She was the first night. Yeah. First night or second night? First night. I can't even remember. 93%.
I just can't believe he would admit that. I mean, as a lawyer, you would want to distract to something completely different
Right.
at that point, wouldn't you?
You wouldn't want to concede right off the bat that at least 7% was lifted from somebody else. But only 7%. That's like literally would be like arguing like, look, there was a lot more money in that bank they could have taken.
Yeah.
But they didn't take all of it. So
I wonder if he's upset that he wasn't chosen as VP, and that was...
yes, I think he was. And I think, I also think he's somewhat distracted at the notion of like, because I don't think it's over for him with Bridgegate. I really don't. I mean, Sampson gave a plea deal to implicate somebody else, and that somebody else, at one point, the musical chairs ends, and somebody says, like, I'm going to give up, you know, well, in gambling terms, which I think is appropriate in terms of Donald Trump, I'm going to give up the whale, which is a gambling term, and also refers to Chris Christie. So.
It's a double entendre.
Indeed. Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.